Hello, business owners who want to refresh your business. My name is Iris. I'm a marketing expert. I have been working in a big international company for 20 years, and 5 years ago, I founded my own marketing company. And today, I would like to talk about texting, and I have some little tips when you, as a business owner, write a text and have some problems of starting off. And you think, well, maybe I don't need a text, or where do I need a text? So let's talk about the usage first. A business text is needed actually in every email you write to your customer. It's communication already. When you write your first offer or you have a first contact with someone who's interested in your products, you need already a good text template for a professional communication. Your website will have some text about your company. Your flyers, maybe you print some flyers and have some text on products or events or news in a newsletter. Some of you might have landing pages for certain services. And when you have a blog, you might be a good text writer already. And a different text is required in public relation, as when you need or want some news published in a newspaper, it has to be informative and very objective, and not in an advertising style, but in an informative style. So many sources and many purposes for text usage. And when you are for some years in the business, you know if you are a good text writer or if you maybe even a lousy text writer. And everyone can learn to start writing text and how to improve your ability. I have some ideas for you. So for sure, the same story will be told different by different types. Everyone has another style to talk. And so you might reach different people with the same story. When I tell the story, it could sound totally different and reach other customers. So when you sit in front of a blank page, how do you start? You might have this feeling you are blocked. This blank page is just too wide, and the first words are the most difficult words for this text. And even if you are an expert and you have very valuable knowledge, you might not have an idea what to write. Because you know that the people who buy your products don't have the same knowledge and don't speak the same language and don't use the same vocabulary as you would as an expert. But remember, the first sentence, which is the hardest, is the one that catches your audience and that catches the attention. The first sentence gets attention and makes the people who read curious. So think carefully about this first sentence, but don't think too long, just write what is coming to your mind, because a blank page is blocking you. This is why I want to tell you some techniques that I read in a book, and I think they are very helpful at this point. You could start with how to achieve X, Y, Z. For example, beginning of the year, many people going on a diet. How to lose X, Y, Z pounds, or how to achieve greater fitness. And in this moment, they are interested. Questions are as well great openers for a text. Do you want to win 1,000 euro? Do you want to win a free flight to Rome? Think of anything that people might be interested they want to win and then they could go on reading. If you have impressive facts and convincing facts, you could use them as a text opener as well. You pay too much text is something that people will listen to. Show the way out. Everything will be more expensive except my service. I will keep my service for the next month the same price. So this is the way out people like to use, and it's a text opener that makes them curious. Sometimes it's a good method to be blunt. Best price here. And where you find here? Just right in front of you. The speed method, save money until, is also a good text opener. After the first sentence, and you know that when you wrote some text in your business career, comes the second phrase. And the second phrase has more tasks and other tasks than the first one. It delivers the arguments. So when someone is curious after reading the first sentence, he needs arguments now to read on. And he needs some proposals for solutions that makes him more curious about the rest of the text. And if your reader has doubts and your customer doesn't know if it's worth his time to read the whole text until the end, you have to clear this right now in the second phrase. So how long and how many phrases you will have at the end, you have to wrap it up. Find a clear call to action. Like, you want to learn more about this new service, then click here. You want to learn about more my new products, click here. And when people read the beginning and the middle, they will also read this end, and then they are very close to clicking. There are some readers, though, which concentrate on the headlines and the finished sentence only. They totally ignore the middle text. They don't have time to read so many texts. So it's important that you have a very creative and fitting headline and a call to action finish, like I said before, with a possible click in the end. So make sure you have a convincing finish and something that makes people want to get more from you. If you need some support for text, I'm here. I love to talk to you about your text issues, your thoughts, and what kind of text you're planning. Write it in the comments what kind of text you prefer to publish and which were the most successful with your customers. I love to hear from you. Bye.